Hey, Music Therapy Laz here. I didn't hear a bink bonk, so I don't know if this video is actually taping, but I'm in the studio room here, which has a bunch of stuff around. Let's see if we're actually videotaping here. We are. How about that? So I'm in the studio room here, which is one of the rooms in my apartment. Check out my guitars. Yeah. See this thing? I got this in Peru, in Puno, up in Lake Titicaca. And I'm going to make one of my sound trap designs guitar hangers that um, Johnny Bean said I should call him something else. I should call him Roxy's. I was gonna call him Roxy's guitar hangers. But he's like, oh yeah, rocks ease, like rocks easily, right? Roxy's. Got a bunch of stuff kind of laying around. These are some things I picked up. I showed them in my unboxing. And the reason I'm doing this video because I'm testing out this. It's not a gimbal. I wish it was a gimbal to have like more steady video videotaping. But when I was at Danville Music with Johnny Bean the other day, I realized that holding the camera with my hands, I'm constantly switching hands and whatnot, and then I'm ending up covering some of the microphones. Oh, we have still have some stuff out from when our guests were here. I have things to put away. Yeah, this was from Sunday night's string. I did laundry. Sunday night's string change thing, and I had to stop because I want to clean the fretboard and the frets a little bit on here and kind of get this guitar in a little bit nicer shape. And then I got to figure out how to properly install the Vibramate, which I kind of figured out, but I want to see if there's a video online. I'm going to check it out and then set it up with just a standard set of, just like what Ben Coombs used in his video this morning. I saw nickel wound, right? The Dario 1046s. That's right. Stick those on there. Oh, these are going to be going out to a previous subscriber who won something. Janice Lala. I couldn't find any of my other D'Addario tuners. I think Kurt 5150 won the last one, and it's actually in this box. So Kurt, if you see this, this is a trick. You think you're getting a polytune, but you're not. Ha ha ha. Anyway. So, and then I got to do the nut. As you can see, there's no nut on this guitar here, because I pulled the original out because it was all chewed up looking plastic nut, and I'm putting a bone nut in it. So both of those are right in here. I used this repurposed, this little bourbon gummy bear box, and I've got those parts in here. See, there's the old one and the new one. And yeah, I've got to do that at some point. Maybe I'll make a video of me cleaning this and doing that for Thursday. I don't know. And yeah, I got my nut files that I bought from Music Nomad. They're in a variety of sizes, and some of them are not the exact size of the string, so they're like a 0.00 100th or 1,000th of a difference in some cases, which I guess is fine, right? Let's say if you have a size 12 string, you use the 13 or the 14 file, it should be okay, right? So yeah, and then I got my blacktop Strat here, which still needs its conversion, but it does have the Vega trim on there, working stellarly, working wonderfully. And I got my Friedman case here. I got to take it upstairs. There she blows, the new baby. My Friedman Vintage S. She's so nice. She's so nice. I love how it's worn off so completely. And I actually thought, because it's such a worn guitar, I actually thought about, doing like some stick-on SRV thing here and doing like an SRV thing for Halloween. But I don't know. I think we're going to go as cowboy and cowgirl. So maybe I can kind of do the SRV thing in disguise. In other words, my wife, my sweetie, will think I'm being a cowboy, but really I'm being SRV, because we're going to be going to a jam. So yeah, I got quite a bit of organizing to do. And what I was talking about on my Sunday show was I bought these two IKEA bookshelves, and I built these shelves here. I've got this rollout, shelf here that I made. I put these shelves in between these two towers and made this kind of pseudo studio kind of thing for when I had a smaller apartment. And then I was using that in here, but really it's very non-functional. I mean, it's very hard to get around the back of it to do wiring. And for what I want to be doing, I'm setting up everything with this new solid state logic. That baby right there. That's right. Let me pull this off so you'll see what I'm talking about here. The solid state logic control surface here. Very, very killer device that's going to help me produce some music of my own and maybe some other people's too, hopefully. We'll see how that all goes. But I've been wanting to put my own music together for years, as Johnny Bean would say. Years. I've been doing stuff. And so I got to reorganize this. So I've got this this desk, which is like a really good, studio desk. And I do have that top section up in storage. So I'm going to probably put this up against the window here. I'm going to soundproof that window, sound deaden the walls with some sound, proofing material. Put the couch against that wall where the keyboards are now. And then when I want to play more than one keyboard at a time, right, I can do one in an L shape with this here. I've got a variety of stands. But what I like about that is that, I can just pull that out and so everything's plugged in and I can play anytime or just pull it out and play. But, I was going to take this table upstairs and use it for like a little workbench studio, but it would be a waste to use this. It's got rack gear stuff, I actually have one of my old Pod Pro X thingy, whatever it's called, Pro rack mount thing there. I don't know when I've used that last. And so, there's going to be quite a bit of rearranging going on here, as you can see. And I want to get some real lights. I've been using this light here with a piece of cloth hung over that light there to diffuse. And then that top one is kind of diffusing already. But I want to get some good lights in here, buy some lights. And then redo everything so that it's more functional. Let me turn this around on me. More functional as a studio room, right? So I got to do some acoustic treatment on a lot because we're going to be here. We decided for another 3 years we're going to be here, so that's why I redid the floors on the living room that some of you might have been aware of. Worked my butt off on that. Man, that was a lot of work. And yeah, I'd really like to have this room so that it's sound deadened from outside noise as well as inside noise. But I'm not going to really spend the money on building a room inside the room thing. So I'm going to try to do, the best quality I can with, I got limited space. I don't want to lose another foot in here. It's already a small enough room. But I'm going to try to sound deaden as best as possible. I'm going to do most of the recording in the box anyway. Even the guitar stuff, I'll probably be doing it through IRs and whatnot. And I got the amps here, and I did buy a bunch of these Sennheiser mics. So I'm going to mic them all. I'm going to set them up with the right sweet spot and mic them all, The only thing is I don't know if I'm going to mic this one up stereo. But in either case, just for doing demos, I might even pick up another combo amp. I might pick up a Hot Rod Deluxe or something like that. Something that's really popular out there, or maybe even a vintage style, like what do they call it? One of the reverbs, one of the Fender reverb amps, blackface or something like that. Just a standard kind of something that a lot of people use that I can use as a way to demo pedals in an accurate way. I'm really all on board with the way Phil McKnight does stuff. It's all about using the real gear and getting the real sound out of the gear and seeing how it really sounds and not sweetening it with all your, awesome studio prowess. Now, it'd be one thing if you actually use that studio gear and show how you can make it sound better, but a lot of people buy some gear, like he was saying in his last live stream. And they expect it to sound like what they hear on the demo or the review, and it doesn't. And that's because they're kicking it up a notch to make it sound better. I don't think that's being honest when it comes to demoing a piece of gear. So that being said, that is something I'm planning to do. I did buy some pedals recently, as you know. Oh, got the shadow on there. So I've got the title chorus, the LPD title chorus. I got the Solil, that's the limited edition version Fuzz by LPD, Lawrence Petros Design. I bought the bonsai because I got a deal on it, and then I got a deal on this one too, the J Rocket Steve Stevens overdrive pedal, which is a killer overdrive pedal. So some demos on that stuff and previous pedals and things I have that I think you guys would be interested in. And definitely want to do some, quality demos of some of these guitars, like the Harley Benton, Henning Poly Signature. That's the Hitchhiker of the Galaxies. Oops, sorry if I'm making you dizzy. Hitchhiker of the Galaxies emblem there. The Galaxy. And on the back it's got Congos Ball and all that stuff, but it's got these, Roswell pickups in them, the purpley pinky looking kind of P90 and humbucker. And then we've got my commemorative Strat here, my 60th anniversary 2014 USA made commemorative Strat. I changed out the pearloid buttons for ebony buttons. It's got pearloid dots, so I got the pearloid pick guard, and I put black covers over the 54 custom shop 54 pickups that are in there. Of course, I got my Richie Faulkner V here, which I'm sure a lot of people want to hear played more and demoed more and videos done of, and I'm definitely going to take that with me for Jam Night this coming Saturday. And then I've got the, showed that one. I got the Friedman Vintage S Custom Shop Vintage S made by our good buddy Grover Jackson, our good buddy like I know him. Somebody I wish I'd met, but really funny guy, and I really enjoyed rewatching the first ever Tone Talks episode with him and Dave Friedman and Mark Kazansky. That's another thing I'm planning to do. So I want to put a shelf underneath the guitars here, above the amps, with heads in them. Well, heads in them. I'm going to put a shelf for heads, and I'm going to start buying some heads. Like I might get the EVH head, might get the Mark Tremonti PRS head, might get some other cool amp heads, right? I've always wanted to get one of the Supersonics in a head, Fender Supersonic amp in a head. And we got our D'Angelico here. Oh yeah, this was the Quartz guitar I bought from Jack the Rabbit, Jack the Rabbit, who I'm gonna see next week probably. He might help me put the studio together. It's a very cool guitar. Gave me a nice deal on that. And then here's my Schecter Super Shredder done up Eddie Van Halen style for the Halloween contest on Johnny Bean's first Halloween contest last year. The show and contest, it was a blast. So this year is probably going to be fun too. There we got the Barba Papa, Wolford Brimley, I don't know. Gene Simmons costume that Roxy wore in one the Bynum pickups that I'm going to be putting into this guitar right here. And then I've got my red Gretsch guitar, and I'm thinking about just buying my cousin Joe another guitar similar to this and having it sent to him in Hungary or Austria, and keeping this one, because originally this was mine, and then I gave it to him as a gift, and then he gave it back to me while he's in Europe. That's the ukulele I get to my nephew, but he gave it to me because he's not playing it. So that's my story for today, Wednesday, hump day. Got some work to do, but I got an appointment with my dad for a doctor appointment thing, and then I got to go visit my mom because she's got some medical news. That's not good. So there's this, life as we get old, we start falling apart. But yeah, I'm going to be remodeling this whole place here. Quite a bit of work to do on that, right? And wish me luck with that. And this Saturday, Sunday, I'm not going to be here. So there won't be a Sunday live stream because we're going to be at Shasta, Lake Shasta in Northern California, because we went on a vacation, but it was really tour guiding my wife's sister and brother-in-law on their vacation here for 3 weeks. So we didn't really have like a vacation for us. So we saw pretty much the same things we'd seen before. Oh, yeah, I'm wearing this shirt with this cool design on it. But anyway, we're going to go on a little short weekend getaway to Shasta and kind of check out the area there and then look for some other things that we might want to visit there in the future. but just to relax and not no heavy hiking or nothing like that. We're just gonna look at some cool places, and the water's really low there anyway. But thankfully there aren't any fires up there now, so it's a good time to go. And we're gonna go on this organic farm where they have like what's called glamping, which is like a really nice tent set up with like a bed inside and all that kind of stuff, and fresh organic, foods and vegetable garden right outside there. You can just pick from and make your own like salads and whatnot or whatever. So that'll be cool. So we'll do a live stream Guitar Mod Squad next week, and I'm gonna have my friend Martin. That's right, Martin of L&M Guitars, or Guitar Corner, that is, from Austria, joining me because he does mods, and he was just doing a video of a mod where he's doing the 50s wiring and how you do that 50s wiring setup. So that's gonna be cool to have him on. It's been a while since I've had a guest on outside of Johnny Bean was on last week, but it's been a while since I've had a guest on as a mod squad kind of mod guitar mod dude. So that'll be cool, and hopefully I'll have this done by then, by the following week, with the nut done and the video posted of me filing away with these Music Nomad files, which do have the numbers on them. Like that tells you the size, right? I don't know if you can see it. Is it on this side? Anyway, it's on there somewhere. Yeah, you can barely see it right over here. It's not going to focus on it, of course, but I went ahead and wrote the numbers bigger because I wanted to be able to see it more easily. And then I got to build some kind of, or get some kind of a box to put these things in so they don't get dented up and messed up, improperly stored and whatnot. So yeah, so a lot of plans here to get this done, because once I get it all set up with the SSL control surface and hooked up with the supercomputer I have down there and all that. Well, that's right down here actually, that thing. Once I have everything all hooked up properly, then I can actually start producing some music that I want to make for you guys and for myself. I've been wanting to put it out. And then, of course, do some stuff with some other people, So until next time, don't forget that the secret to tone is in your mind, but the feel comes from your heart. I hope you're getting it. Put them together and rock out, and see you in the chats. Laters. Look at that Friedman guitar. It's so beautiful. I love it. Erica.